behind the scenes with the T-Wolves.
Τα play-off που θα κρίνουν φυσικά τον φετινό πρωταθλητή.
Sudden impact with the Magic. And of course, we'll bring you the top 10 plays of the week.
And Duncan rips it.
All right, here we go. Look out! Oh, my goodness! Oh, my, baby. We tip off our show by taking you into the action in the Western Conference, beginning with a sizzling Utah Jazz. The Knicks visited Utah riding a 4-game winning streak, but this night belongs solely to the Jazz.
He'll go to Russell for three. Got another one. Doctor's face right. Blow it up. It goes.
And Jeff Van Gundy is looking at an avalanche.
Yeah, there was no getting past Utah's stingy defense, which held New York to a season-low 30 first-half points.
Pull out. 20-foot rainbow jumper. Good.
It was a nice win. I think everybody chipped in and did a great job for us. And we're getting guys playing really well off the bench for us right now. So as long as we have that kind of effort and I can play 27 minutes, I feel great. I feel great in the morning.
The Jazz then took their show to San Antonio, where they looked to build on their lead over the Spurs to a game and a half in the Midwest.
Picked up by Stockton, and Karl Malone jumps it.
Malone and the Jazz came away with a 2-point win and extended their winning streak to 7 games. The Timberwolves, led by Kevin Garnett, are another Midwest Division team on the rise. And against their divisional rivals, the Houston Rockets, Minnesota came out soaring.
Oh, my part!
On his 21st birthday, Stephon Marbury scored 27 points. But Minnesota couldn't pull away. Hakeem Olajuwon tied the score at 89, sending the game to overtime. There, Kevin Garnett led the Wolves to an exciting win.
You see the crossover, a crossover from a 7-footer.
We came out, we did everything we were supposed to do. We stayed focused for 48 minutes.
Ο οποίος θα χάσει το υπόλοιπο της περίοδου. Ο Μάρμπερι γιόρτασε με τον καλύτερο τρόπο τα 21 του χρόνια, σε αντίθεση με την εορταστική ατμόσφαιρα στα αποδυτήρια των Rockets, όπου γιόρτασε ο Sir Charles Barkley τα 35 του χρόνια, αλλά με ήττα. Και βλέπετε τώρα στην Midwest οι Jazz βρίσκονται στην πρώτη θέση με 37 νίκες και
into the action. This time in the Pacific Division with those soaring Phoenix Suns. The Suns hadn't beaten the Lakers in their last 9 matchups, but this game would be different as Rex Chapman caught fire from 3-point range.
Here's a 3 by Chapman. He got it. He's fouled. He'll have a chance for a 4-point play. Back to Rex. Rex is open. The 3 on the way. Yes.
He has the right attitude. He wants to win, and he'll do anything for the team to win.
Against Charlotte, the Suns improved their home record to 19-7 as Cliff Robinson scored 36 points.
Here's a steal by Kidd. Kidd has 108 steals coming in here, 8th in the league. To Robinson, and another assist by Kidd.
We're really starting to get into a good rhythm. The starting 5 is starting to play well together, and the guys coming off the bench are really starting to understand their role.
Phoenix then made it a season-best 5 wins in a row as the Suns beat the Spurs for the 3rd straight time this year.
Broken up by Clifford Robinson. Kidd. Look at that pass to Robinson. How in the world did he get the ball to Manning?
We're executing very well, and I think that has a lot to do with our spacing. When we have good spacing out on the floor, we have very good perimeter shooters, as you know, and we're able to knock down shots.
Chapman with a 3. Got it, and he's fouled.
Thanks to their hot streak, the Suns are in 3rd place, just 4.5 games behind the Sonics. The Lakers are in 2nd place, while the Blazers are in 4th. The Kings, Warriors, and Clippers round out the division. Time for NBA.com, where we check in on some of the trades that occurred right before the deadline. After the trade with Orlando was voided, Greg Foster and Chris Morris returned to the Utah Jazz, while Ronnie Cycli, who's nursing a stress fracture, was dealt to the Nets along with Brian Evans.
I want to play here as many years as I can. I feel this is like an up-and-coming team. This is the team of the future.
and hopefully we can get ourselves a championship here.
In return, the Magic received Kevin Edwards, David Benoit, and Yinka Dare, who was later released. The Magic then went out and signed veteran point guard Spud Webb to a 10-day contract. The Raptors continue to retool their roster. They acquired Chauncey Billups, John Thomas, Roy Rogers, and Dee Brown from the Boston Celtics.
You know, it's the only uniform I put on my whole career, and a lot of great things happened to me as a Celtic, but, you know, now it's time to close that chapter and move on to the next one.
In return, the Celtics welcomed point guard Kenny Anderson, as well as injured big man Jean Tabak, and fifth-year forward Popeye Jones. The Golden State Warriors were a busy team, trading for Clarence Weatherspoon and guard Jim Jackson. In exchange, Philly got Brian Shaw and free agent-to-be Joe Smith.
Sixers intent on getting Joe Smith going against Chris Mullin. Joe Smith getting into the flow.
In another deal, the Warriors sent David Vaughn to the Bulls for Jason Caffey.
Caffey trailing. He went up high and came down hard.
The LA Clippers obtained Ike Austin, rookie Charles Smith, and a first-round draft pick from Miami for 1996 Nestle Crunch Slam Dunk champ Brent Barry.
It was kind of hard seeing him go, but I think the trade, I think it works out for both teams because Brent's in the situation where he wants to be in, and you know, Ike comes, that gives us the instant hope.
In another deal, the Dallas Mavericks acquired high-scoring forward Cedric Ceballos, sending the sharpshooting Dennis Scott to the Phoenix Suns.
Scott with another three. Well, this guy could be quite an addition.
In other trades, the Grizzlies received Doug West from the T-Wolves for Anthony Peeler. And in a separate deal, Vancouver acquired Michael Smith and Bobby Hurley from the Kings for Otis Thorpe and Chris Robinson. Now it's time for an injury update from Minnesota. Former All-Star Tom Gugliotta of the Timberwolves will miss the rest of the season after undergoing ankle surgery.
Not having Goose, they're going to have to learn that they really got to play at a more level pace. That there can't be as many ups and downs.
And finally, the NBA announced its Player of the Week. Nick Anderson of the Orlando Magic came away with the honors after averaging 31 points, 7 rebounds, and 3.5 assists a game. Nick led the Magic to a perfect 4-0 record.
Anderson against McKee. Smits comes to double. Nick didn't panic.
Yeah, great job, Nick. Just heads up play. It'd be hard to find someone who's played any more effectively than Nick Anderson this last week or so.
Now for our viewer email. This week's question comes to us from Jorge Chang from Asuncion, Paraguay. He wants to know who scored the first three-pointer in NBA history. The answer is former Celtics guard Chris Ford, who did it at the beginning of the 1979-80 season, the year the league introduced the three-point line. The Boston sharpshooter connected on 73 pointers that year, finishing second only to Seattle's Fred Brown. Today, Chris Ford's the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. Coming up next, we'll take you back into the action where the LA Lakers travel to Orlando for a date with the Magic. And later, we'll enter the highlight zone to check out all the great plays of the week.
Nice basket, Davis. Real nice.
Crossover move by Penny Hardaway.
360 turn in the air, and Iverson with a jam. He can't miss. Wow, he is on fire.
That was a big-time move.
Incredible. That was spectacular.
Go to Carmelo, go to the hoop, slam dunk, Stockton below.
Baby! Incredible!
Time now for the Spalding ball handling performance of the week. Here's the Celtics' new point guard, Kenny Anderson.
Getting off the screen with a high left-hand dribble. Hesitates, crosses over, spins to the window, and lays it in. Oh, Kenny Anderson just put it in the washing machine. Spin cycle all the way to the window.
Now we take you back into the action in the Eastern Conference with one of the league's hottest teams, the Chicago Bulls. After beating the Indiana Pacers, Chicago moved into first place in the Central Division. Next up was a trip to Toronto, where Scotty, Michael, and the rest of the Bulls easily beat the Raptors.
Pippen gets it back. Launches a jump shot. And guess who? And now he's got the smile.
Next up were the Wizards, and the Bulls were in for a battle.
No look to Tony for the slam.
Murray from way out. Yes, sir! The lead is 4.
But Scottie Pippen sealed the win in crunch time.
Hooks for 3 from the left side. A big 3.
Next, Cleveland came to town, and the Bulls won by 22. Another Central Division team, the Toronto Raptors, host Vancouver Grizzlies. Toronto rookie Chauncey Billups came up big in only his second game with the team. Still, the visiting Grizzlies hung tough.
Abdur-Rahim with a power move to the basket.
Billups was red hot, scoring a career-high 27 points. But late in the fourth quarter, it was Vancouver's Pete Chilcutt who sent the game into overtime.
Chilcutt for 3 in the tie. Got it! Pete Chilcutt got it!
But Toronto prevailed in the extra session.
Wallace again! Wallace is feeling it right now. Toronto Raptors have ended their 6-game losing streak, and Butch Carter has his first victory.
The Chicago Bulls, who've won 8 games in a row, hold a 2.5-game lead over the Indiana Pacers in the Central Division. The Atlanta Hawks and Charlotte Hornets are tied for 3rd place, while the Cleveland Cavaliers, Milwaukee Bucks, Detroit Pistons, and Raptors round out the division. All right, let's get back into the action, this time in the Atlantic Division, with a look at the surging Orlando Magic. Reggie Miller and the Indiana Pacers took on the red-hot Magic. And early on, Orlando's Nick Anderson was unstoppable.
Reggie Miller has not been able to stop him at all.
The Magic were clicking on all cylinders.
Harper 3. Yes! Can someone please stop him?
But in the second half, it was Reggie's turn to shine from long range.
Fires a 3. Ties the game. You knew it was coming.
With the Pacers down by 2, Miller had one last chance.
Finds Miller. Open 3. Won't go. Magic have won it. Unbelievable.
Next up, Shaquille O'Neal returned to Orlando for the first time to face his former teammates. And early on, the Magic took control. But L.A. came roaring back.
Shaq follows his own miss with authority.
But Nick Anderson came up huge.
And he shoots a 3. Good! Nick Anderson sticks a 3 with 7.1 remaining.
The visiting Lakers still had a chance to win it.
Jones for 3. It isn't there. James for the rebound. And Orlando defeats the Lakers.
It just shows that this team has a lot of guts. You know, Price go down, Hardaway go down. I was out for a while, but we never stopped.
With the victory, the Magic have won 4 in a row and have moved into 4th place in the Atlantic. The Heat, who are riding a 7-game winning streak, are in 1st place, while the Knicks are in 2nd. The Nets are in 3rd, while the Wizards, Celtics, and 76ers round out the division. Now it's time for Hot Shots, where we highlight the best performance of the week. Nick Anderson was struggling early this year, but this week he broke out in a big way against the Pacers.
Nick turns on the baseline. Nick Anderson continues his good play.
We need Nick to play that way. I've always said when the season started that if Nick plays well, then we have a chance to beat anybody. And right now, he's carrying us offensively.
Well, he's our focus guy. I mean, he's our go-to guy. And Nick have taken it on as a challenge to go out there and be our leader.
Yeah, Reggie Miller had his hands full.
Anderson against Miller, split it, fired it up and hit it. Boy, oh boy. It's unbelievable what this guy is doing.
Anderson's outstanding play has helped him regain his confidence.
As Nick continues to sizzle.
I like to be involved. Get me involved. I don't like standing around. That's my game. I like to take on the task.
I've been put to that.
Is this the most amazing turnaround you have seen from a player in quite?
It has to be.
The Orlando Magic came away with a 2-point win behind Nick Anderson's season-high 37 points. The 9-year veteran hit 14 of 29 shots from the field.
Sensational shot by Grant. Gary cuts between defenders, finger rolls it in. The mailman delivers. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Here comes Kidd. All the way. That's a highlight.
Elijah Wan with a two-hammer dunk. Holy cow.
Drexler to Ellie to Barkley.
From Hardaway. Oh, that's great basketball.
Can you feel it, Miami? Do you believe it?
Welcome back to NBA action.
Right now, we're in the locker room.
Now, we go behind the scenes for a look at those exciting Minnesota Timberwolves in secret NBA.
Okay, here we go. Line up. Jacques, you go first. Everyone's got one shot. Everyone makes a half-court shot, we're done. Here we go.
Everyone's attention quickly turned to strength and conditioning coach Saul Brandy. Thanks to Saul's big shot, practice ended early, and the team went to the locker room, where head coach Flip Saunders discussed that night's game strategy.
The time you're going to pop back, because if they trap it, they won't have anything to rotate to you, so you have a quick 2-on-1. Baseline out of bounds, number 2 fan. You knew we worked on. Doug, let's do that what we said. Let's have you make that first string.
Countless hours are spent in the weight room and on the court before game time.
Yeah, give me 3 more. 1, 2. Pull this last one down. Last one slowly. Slow. Good.
Time to go to work.
Pick up! Rick Staff, where are you? Get there, to him! That's it, good!
James,
Fire has some fun, yo! Hey, yo, man, put some smiles on your face, man. I got enjoy the game.
And all the preparation pays off.
Oh!
I made it up! I know, okay. I know. Let's run it again. Let's run it regular now.
No! 54 counter! 54 counter!
About to turn it up. Me and KC about to turn it up.
Marbury dribbles with the left hand. He's atop the circle, working on Irvin Johnson. Baseline, Garnett is there! Oh, what a pass! Minnesota's gonna win it!
Good team effort tonight. Keep everybody. Good job. Good job.
Team on three, man.
1, 2, 3, team.
Now, we enter another basketball dimension and check out some of the week's best plays in the highlight zone. Okay, everyone, time to get things rolling in the zone. We start out with some high-flying slam dunks from some of the league's best.
Cassell all alone. Van Horn, the follow slam. Oh, toot your own horn.
And the man, he makes a great catch. Followed by the dive. Oh, what a play.
Push it hard.
Don't stop for the birthday boy. That's quick.
Oh, yeah, you just never know what you'll see in the highlight zone. I'm with you, Chris. Strange. So's this.
Blocking foul against Scott, who still has McGrady on his back.
Mr. Shaq, did you see that kid over there?
What is that?
What is that? What is this? Looks like this guy's got some competition over there. Hey, settle down. We're not done yet. Time for Tim Hardaway to start us off with some shots that just beat the clock.
Hardaway, good if it goes. Oh, he got it. He's done it again.
Here's Tyus Edney.
And over the top it goes to Edney, and he will get the shot off. Oh!
Jackson grabbed a quick look at the 24-second clock and fires.
Sorry, it's just about time to leave the zone. But before we go, we got a few more great plays.
Hesitation later. Off to Nash. Nash, a beautiful pass to Hunrod.
He's trying to get back. 5 or 6. Great feed for Snow.
Well, that's it from the highlight zone. Hope you had fun. We did.
And now, your Chicago Bulls.
Oh, my God. What a dunk by Scottie Pippen. What a basket by Tony Kukoc. It's 3-on-2. Here comes Walker.
Blazers try for the win, and they get it into Kenny. Gonna take the shot, throws it up, and gonna go. Tommy Anderson wins the game!
3 seconds left. Weber double punch. And hits! He hit it, and he won!
Here we go. Here's Reggie. Here's the turnaround. Here's the shot.
Oh, my goodness!
Bo's biggest asset is he brings great energy to the team. He's very active and aggressive, and he's the kind of guy that brings everybody else's energy up along with him. You know, a lot of times he's just like a pinball out there, just bouncing around all over the place, and he's a lot of fun to have on the team.
Harper nearly stole it, didn't steal it. And it's Horace Grant at midcourt. Here's Bo. Oh, baby, bring down the house.
Now, let's meet forward Bo Outlaw, who's making a sudden impact in Orlando.
And the other forward, 6'8" from Houston, number 45, Bo!
In my eyes, Bo Outlaw is our all-star. You know, I step to the side when it comes to Bo Outlaw because he's the guy that does all the dirty work for us.
Let's go inside again to Walker. Oh, great block by Outlaw. He throws it ahead nicely to Armstrong, and Outlaw is there for the finish.
Blocking shots.
Rejected by Bo.
He rebounds the ball.
1 out of 2 for Outlaw. Grant kept it alive. Bo goes to the rack.
Phenomenal, and that's the reason why I wanted him to come to our team last season.
Bo Outlaw is one of the key reasons for Orlando's success this season. He's enjoying his best year as a pro after battling his way up from the CBA and playing 4 seasons for the Clippers.
Grant finds Outlaw. There's a little communication, and Bo knows right what to do with it.
I think his days in the CBA are done. I don't see this guy ever going back.
During his years with the Los Angeles Clippers, Outlaw improved each season, earning the reputation as a hard worker and a valuable role player. Last summer, he signed with Orlando as a free agent.
You know, I saw how they play hard, and they had guys that can score and all, and guys who play defense. I figured if I could come help them, you know, it'd be pretty good.
Turkey on the rim, they're going to make it. Derek trying to take over. Oh, man!
Where did he come from, Chad?
Ray Allen, wide open jumper. Bo got a piece of that ball.
Oh, man.
Now a run out for Outlaw. Can you believe that?
Bo, what a play
I've never seen a 6'6" guy who can block shots the way he do. It's amazing what he can do out on the floor, especially on the defensive end.
Outlaw's had a great season, and he's earned the utmost respect from his teammates and his coach.
A player that just energizes the game, blocks shots off the ball. You give him 6 minutes or 40 minutes, he doesn't complain. He can play long minutes. He's almost bionic. He's been a real big plus for this organization.
Outlaw inbounds in the corner. Here's Mark Price. 6 seconds left. Price spins. He needs help. Leads into play lock. Shot block. Bo hook. He got it with 1.1 left. All right, Bo. Oh, you gotta love it, Bo.
Welcome back to NBA action.
10, 9.
All right, now it's time for the top 10 plays of the week in our courtside countdown. At 10, check out this fast break from the Lakers.
Wraparound bounce pass. Fox over the head pass back. Barry bounce pass. Kobe finishes. Basket count. Slam dunk. And the crowd is going crazy.
At number 9, here's one of the newest Vancouver Grizzlies, Michael Smith.
Look at Michael Smith. Oh, that is unbelievable.
Coming in at number 8, here's Phoenix Suns guard Jason Kidd.
Here's Kidd. The shot underway. He got it. It counts. He got it. Jason Kidd. What a shot. I didn't know if he's going to get this off in time.
At number 7, it's the New Jersey Nets rookie power forward Keith Van Horn.
Following his own shot. That is amazing. Oh, that's the aggression you love to see in the rookie.
Coming in at number 6, it's shooting guard Ray Allen of the Bucks.
Ray Allen will launch it to beat the Bucks. Oh, my goodness! And knocks it in. Big time finish.
For the number 5 play of the week, check out this Phoenix fast break from Jason Kidd to Antonio McDyess.
So a 3-on-1 and McDyess the dunk on Bradley.
Coming in at number 4, it's the San Antonio Spurs small forward, Monty Williams.
Monty Williams from half court. What a shot by Monty! He made a 3! What a great play by Monty.
At 3, it's Houston's Charles Barkley.
Back to I'll see you, my brother.
At number 2, it's his airness, the Bulls' Michael Jordan.
Jordan. Over everybody, patented slam. He went in, disappeared in the crowd, and all of a sudden, way up in the air and a hammer.
And for the number 1 play of the week, it's Philadelphia rookie Tim Thomas.
Oh, what a shot by Tim Thomas.
Oh, I can see him winding up for that one.
My goodness.
Put on the show, young fella.
I mean, it is showtime.
Yeah, Philly's Tim Thomas can really soar. That's it for this week's show. Remember, you can send your questions and comments to us at the league's official website.